The business has changed for me from too much thought and overly strategizing to pretty much pure execution. I sit down at night, I sit down in the morning, and at night I make a to-do list for the very next day and I review what I got done for the day, and then I make a to-do list for the very next day. And then I compare it to my overall system that I already created for what I need to do. And overall, I have the goal for long term. I have the goal for a 1 year period, which for this year was 7 million in revenue. And then I have a 3 year goal, a 5 year, and a 10 year goal for where I want the business to end up and how I want it to run, what I want it to look like. And basically, what I had to do in the early stages was create a system for what needed to be done for these things to come true. And once a little bit of time had gone on, once I passed 1 year and once I got to 1.5 years, and now that I'm coming into year two, it's pretty easy to see where the day-to-day activities fit into the system. So at night, I review what I got done for the day, what was accomplished, and what still needs to be done. And then I make a to-do list for the very next day that fits within the system. So the things that needed to be done regardless, and then the new pop-ups per se that need to be done as well. And you always have to work the system, and then these new things come along. And it's not a scrambling to do anything, but it's moving from what felt like everything was moving at a million miles per hour when I first began, because it was like, I need to get this done, and I need to do this, and I need to accomplish this because I need to get here, and I need to be able to pay for this, and I need to do this. Now it's all just very self-regulating almost because the system is already established and in place. And because of that, nothing feels overly stressful. I create a to-do list at the end of the night, which is the system, and then it's the new pop-ups. If there was a new opportunity, a new emergency that couldn't be handled that day, or anything along those lines. But the system itself sorts itself out every single day. There are set things that I need to do every single day, and I already know them going headed into it. I still put them down on a list because I like to check them off, but it's changed from something that was overly thought out and extremely planning wise and strategic to something that's just pure execution. And as soon as I was able to narrow down those points from thought to doing, everything changed. And that is how the business has changed through today, because everything, I'm not going to say it's become easier, but it requires less thought and it requires less will and dominating my thoughts to just get into the action. I just wake up, I know what I need to do, and I sit down and I do it. And it's become, instead of thinking about what would be the best action for me to take today, I just sit down and start doing the actions, because over time, I have already figured out what will be the best actions that are going to lead me to the promised land that I'm looking for. And because of that, the system and the business have changed substantially. So take that how you will. In the beginning, you'll put a lot of thought into it. You'll go, oh my gosh, is this the right thing for me to be doing right now? What is this? And then once you acquire data through your time of actually making things happen in your business, you're going to realize what actually requires your time, what's the best return on investment in terms of your time and your money. And you'll be able to parse away and see where you should be acting, what should be repeated, what you can leave out, what can be moved the next week, what can be done on the weekends, what can be done after hours. And the game opens up and becomes a little bit easier for you. Take care.